Hey, how's it going, guys? Jack and Matt here with the Toasty Bros, and today we're going to be doing the top 5 webcams under $50.
If you're looking to get into live streaming and you can't seem to find the Logitech C920, the most popular webcam in stock right now, well, we have a couple of options that could be good alternatives, and we're going to be comparing it to a Logitech webcam that you can actually get but probably isn't worth getting. But before we talk more about these webcams, let's hear a word from today's sponsor. Today's video is brought to you by GVGMall, the online marketplace to gain access to some really awesome discounted game keys and more specifically, Windows 10 licenses.
All you have to do is use the link in the description down below, go to GVGMall's website, use code TB20 to get 20% off of your purchase.
Really easy to activate your Windows install, buy the key, you get the key, and then you can just throw it into your Windows install of choice, and boom, there you go. You have activated Windows 10 ready to go.
So thanks again to GVGMall for sponsoring today's video. So this is going to be like our other top 5 roundups, under $50. So we have 5 cheap Amazon webcams here that you can also get from other websites as well. And then we have this 6th Logitech C920. You're probably wondering, why is that here? Well, this is like our baseline webcam because this is a name brand webcam. Logitech is like the biggest webcam company out there. And so we wanted to see what we could get for under 50 with Logitech. And honestly, right now, it's a C920. You can't really do much better than this if you want to go name brand. So we're going to be comparing it to all of these nice 1080p webcams.
We're going to do side-by-side recording with that webcam to see how it compares, and then we'll probably give our favorite at the end. So be sure to skip around on the timeline if you want to see and compare different webcams. That's probably the easiest way to do so. But we'll go ahead and start by unboxing the first one. I don't know which one we're going to do, but whichever one that is, we're going to unbox it and then get to testing.
All right, so we're going to start off with the Logitech C920. So Logitech, like I said, I mean, they're like the biggest webcam company out there. I think they are the biggest webcam. I keep saying like because I don't know if this is factual. But, you know, the Logitech C920, C922, C922X, and I actually use the Logitech StreamCam at home, which I paid a ridiculous amount for. I think I paid $200+ for that webcam. And for a 1080p webcam is not worth doing. I don't recommend it, but I really just wanted like the best of the best at the time. This one does have the biggest box. And that's because, you know, it's a Logitech product. They got to make sure that the presentation's there. These other guys don't really care that much about their presentation for the most part. But you have the webcam with a USB cord. So very simple. And other than that, we just have some instructions. That's literally it. Let's just check out the webcam real quick. It's very small and compact, which is pretty cool. 720p. I think this is the only webcam that is not full 1080p. So that is one thing to keep in mind, especially with this webcam, and we don't really recommend buying it. I mean, maybe we'll find out during the test that we actually really like this one, but it's 720p compared to these 1080p ones that are the same price. I mean, it kind of just makes sense, but let's see, we do have an adjustable base. It has 2 points of swivel. It cannot turn. I don't know why Logitech does this, but it's a very common thing I've seen. They don't turn side to side. So once you put it on your monitor, you need to turn the monitor to have the direction that you want. Another thing it says that it has a fixed focus. I don't know if that means that it literally can't autofocus or it can't be manually focused. I don't really know. What is this? This comes off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, oh, there you go. All right, well, yeah, let's go on to the next camera. You know, that was fun.
So the first actual webcam we're going to be unboxing here is the Nexago 1080p Full HD webcam, which there's really not a ton of specs here, but we're going to go ahead and open this thing up. We actually have 2 of these Nexago branded webcams. One is slightly different. It's just literally the body of it. This one literally looks like a C920, but we'll talk about that one later. Packaging, again, is very lackluster, but that's not a big deal because, well, it's a webcam. You just want to get it out, put it on your monitor, and get it ready to go. This thing has a chonky mount right here. Like, this is way bigger than the other one. I don't even know where he put the other webcam, but for comparison, it's a lot bigger. It does look like the, well, cable is decently long. These are all probably gonna be USB 2 webcams. With the amount of resolution these webcams are pushing, USB 2 is perfectly fine. And this design is, well, okay, it's a webcam. As long as the visual quality is good enough, I could really care less what the webcam actually looks like. But you know what? This one actually tilts side to side. Look at that. Logitech, come on, buddy. Tilt side to side. So you can actually put this on your monitor and be good to go. I think there actually is a tripod mount too. That's really useful if you want to put it on a tripod for, which we've done during our live streams before. Before we had like an extra camera set, we put it on a tripod off to the side. Works perfect. But yeah, really not much else to say about it. How about we go ahead and plug it up and compare it to the Logitech camera.
All right, guys, so we have the Logitech webcam on the left right here and the Nexago one on the right. And first things first, the Logitech one is really cropped in.
This is full scale.
We didn't do any scaling for either of these. We did no color correction. We just threw the cameras into OBS, and this is what you get.
So Logitech one just makes it really, really close.
It'd be okay if it was just like one of us.
Yeah, one of us is okay.
But like, you see how the epicness of the angle in Nexago, I like the wide angle
yeah,
personally.
It looks really good. Now we're gonna do a lights off test because not all of you have studio lights like this. We'll see exactly what that looks like. And honestly, the Nexago is not awful. It does seem like our overhead lights are causing like a little bit of like a glare.
Yeah, the Logitech is picking it up a lot less.
Yeah. So.
Then, oh, you know what it is? The Nexago is so wide, it's picking up this light right above us. The Logitech is so zoomed in that it's past that light.
Not bad in low light situations, so looks
These are
pretty
both
good.
more impressive than I thought they'd be. I thought the Logitech one was gonna look like garbage, but it's not really that bad.
So this is the full cam for the Nexago. Before we switch cameras, you can see what
This
it
is
looks
lights
like right
off, so we should.
Yes, and we'll do lights on too.
lights on, too.
And then hi, hello, once again. So move back to that. Lights on, and look at that. I honestly like that. You'll probably adjust here in a
those
second.
colors are not bad.
Not too
Yeah, and you
shabby.
could go into OBS or whatever you're using. You could adjust the heck out of these colors and make it look pretty good.
Good. All right, now the next one.
Next up, we have the Nexago in 680, and this is another 1080p 30 FPS webcam, which is going to be a pretty consistent trend here. So this one probably has like one of the nicest boxes, I would say, aside from the Logitech one. It is actually, you know, individually wrapped. It has its own custom mold case. Look at that, 1080p full HD autofocus webcam. So features that it has: long USB cord. It does have a privacy filter that's actually built in. I like that. The other one just had a cap you put over it. It does have swivel and everything, and you can also do tilt. It does have tripod mount. It's kind of built like the other one. It looks a lot like a C920 as well. So honestly, for build quality wise, I think this is probably the nicest one I've seen so far. Look, it even has a point of adjustment there. This one has a lot of adjustment, long story short. So why don't we go ahead and get this one plugged up and see how it looks.
All right, now we have the Nexago in 680, and honestly, it's not as wide as the other one, but I think it does look a bit sharper.
Yeah, the other one actually, if you guys noticed, skewed the ceiling. The ceiling looked like it was rounded. This one, the ceiling is still flat, just like the Logitech. So the other one was a little bit too wide, I think. This one, they've gotten the right balance going. And
yeah,
we look very pale.
Looks
but,
pretty pale, you know. I mean, this camera angle is just kind of like looking up like, hello. There we go. But yeah, that's what it looks like with the lights on. We'll go back to the webcam test real quick, try lights off to see how this thing handles quote unquote low light.
It is
about the same.
Yeah, better.
Yeah.
Better than the other one, I think, because the other one was so wide.
Yeah, so here's Logitech, and here's the other one. Same deal, it's still wide enough so the light, the way it hits. Again, it's your lighting scenario may change at home. If you're in like a totally dark dungeon, it might be different, but yeah, that's kind of what we're working with. Go back.
This is why lighting is key.
Lighting is very important. It makes a big difference. Next one. Next up, we have the Amcrest, which is a 1080p webcam that is simple, reliable, and secure. You can see that right there. It's very reliable. It says, stop, do not return to store. Immediately contact Amcrest for product replacement. Okay, well, we're just gonna go ahead and open, oh wow, that was just.
It says stop, if it doesn't work, don't return it. Keep it.
That was mean. Okay, so I think I got it open here. So yeah, we're gonna open this webcam up. Packaging is very similar. This looks exactly the same as the other privacy filter that we had. Who really cares about that? Oh, it just hit Jackson. All right, here we go. Inside the bag, we have a very similar looking webcam. Cable's basically the same. The actual mount isn't nearly as wide as other ones, which I don't really know if that matters that much. And unless you have a really thick monitor, I think you're probably okay. Has the same, actually no, this one's fixed. So it doesn't have any swivel built in. USB cord does look long though, so I mean, that's good enough. You can always get USB extensions too. We do recommend getting like a USB 3 extension if you want to have the best compatibility, so link in the description down below. But yeah, this is pretty decent. Really not much else to say about it, but plug it up and see how it compares. The Amcrest, which came in the Logitech one, there you go. Amcrest, so we probably could test autofocus. Ooh, how's that work? Ooh, how's that work?
Isn't that one just
this
like,
one's
it
fixed
said
focus.
fixed, so it said it just shouldn't work, I guess. I don't know.
Sure, whatever. But hey, as you can see, Logitech is still super zoomed in. The Amcrest colors are kind of weird. It's kind of greenish.
I'm not gonna lie, the colors, if you want a wide camera though, this one is I think probably the widest one.
It's like really wide. Like I'm not that far from the desk, but like it is really wide.
It makes it look like you're like 6 feet away.
Compared to this one, like there's a pretty big difference here. With lights on, it does a pretty good job, but it is like, my face looks really washed out. Like
I think if we did some color correction with OBS, it might be okay.
Let's try lights off.
For the simple user, you're not gonna be doing any of that, so the colors are definitely.
It does look better with the lights off.
Yeah, because
it still
kind of
has
makes this like less washed out.
Yeah, there's that. Okay.
Yeah, actually, it's not bad.
Not too shabby.
It's smooth. Even with lights off, the ISO's not messing with everything.
I like that. Good stuff. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, let's go.
All right, yeah, that's the webcam. Hope it looks good. And you're listening to it right now too, so I have no idea what it sounds like.
Next up, we have the Rovi Webcam UC30, just a very generic box. Typical Amazon special, you know, it does say it has autofocus. It says it has a wide view angle, which I definitely like. A lot of these new webcams have like a wider view angle. I know back in the day, that was a problem. Webcams used to be like just zoomed in on your face and you really couldn't see what you were doing. But right out of the gate though, this one has a full 360 swivel. I mean, look at that. It can tilt, it can turn, it can tilt again. Very small base. This is a much smaller camera than the other guys. It's very compact. As far as the actual you know, camera width itself, it's about the same width and everything. It does have a tripod mount. Looks like a somewhat long USB extension. Looks like it's a little bit shorter USB cord than the other ones. But hey, full HD, 1080p, wide angle lens. It says it has low light correction and stuff too, so we'll see. This is the Rovi webcam, and OBS is picking it up as the, was it
Nexago.
Nexago, yeah, it's calling it a Nexago. So Rovi, did you just buy from Nexago, rebrand, and then resell?
Yeah, no idea, but yeah, this webcam kind of has the same thing like the last Nexago cam. It's a little bit green, like it has a little bit of a greenish tint, but all this stuff could be corrected in post or in OBS. We can actually do color correction. So we'll go ahead and switch to the Logitech once again. You know what this one looks like, you've seen it enough. And then here we go.
God,
wow, we see like,
wide.
yeah, so we got like.
It's wide, but it's not skewed like the other ones.
So that's pretty nice, pretty nice. All right, we'll go ahead and turn the lights off. To the lights off, to the lights off, oh! And yeah, not too shabby.
Roofy's not bad, bro. So we got Logitech, Rofi.
It kind of looks almost like the jail cam vibe. If you guys watch the Twitch streams, it's not as bad as
the jail
Zach's.
cam is on like another
Zach's
level.
jail cam is pretty bad. Follow us on Twitch, by the way, if you want to know what we're talking about. But that one's pretty bad.
See, look, it looks very professional now.
No, it's
Taking all the subs and the bits.
Dude, you look like a
Oh my god! What?
He's gonna pass out from lack of oxygen.
What is going on there? The quality really falls off.
I really don't know.
The quality really drops when we go to Zach's cam.
But yeah, I wouldn't say this one's the best, but it's okay. It's acceptable.
It's in the middle.
I would say Logitech still does better on the colors, but I just can't get over that angle. That wide angle, the lack thereof is really bad. But you know, it is what it is. All right, and last but certainly not least is the Aukey 1080p webcam. This is actually a webcam we've had here in the office that we've used for different things during our live streams, and I'll be totally honest with you, this one is pretty good actually, but you'll see in the comparison. We're going to open this thing up. Again, this is a Go Green with Aukey box, so recycled materials over here. Look at Aukey being all eco-friendly. So we're gonna go ahead and open this thing up, pull this out, and boom. Aukey with the big old webcam. One thing we will be testing is the actual microphone on these. Again, we do not recommend, especially for streamer, using the microphones on your webcam. But if you're just doing conference calls, I mean, it probably would be fine. The cord is definitely long, looks great. Doesn't look like anything else was included in the box, just more cardboard. The actual stand is very similar to the other ones, would fit on pretty much any monitor. Tripod mount if you do decide to go that route. And yeah, it does kind of have like a C920 look to it, but just extra long. Most of these cameras try to go for that route because the C920 does have like an iconic look to it, so a lot of people want that. But yeah, I've already seen what this camera looks like, but we're gonna show you exactly how good it is.
This is it. This is the Aukey, the one that we've been rooting for.
The last, but certainly not least, Aukey webcam. And honestly, this one is real, like the vertical width.
Like, I feel like it's showing more of our like whole body here. Like, it's not like just wide, like it's getting like a lot there. But again, Logitech, this is just embarrassing the Logitech at this point. Like, I don't know what to do with it. It is what it is.
If you had the camera far back enough, okay, put it like this. The 720p quality is not as bad as I thought it would be.
So if we just go like,
yeah, it's not, see, like, it's not too bad like that.
Yeah, great, yeah, like that, like 20 feet away. But yeah, we got that going for us. So let's go ahead and switch to the Aukey itself. Looks pretty good, not super sharp, I would say. Like, it's okay, but then we'll go to webcam 1, and there we go. I think the colors on this are better.
The colors on the Logitech one are pretty good.
Yes, the colors are good. This one is definitely washed out, so you got that. But again, little bit of color correction in OBS, you could make this work. Lights off, let's see what we got going on here.
Aukey's pretty, this is
Aukey's
a pretty
holding
good low
up.
light. Pretty low light.
It's holding up.
Logitech. Aukey.
Aukey. Hey, there you go. I like it.
The colors are kind of weird now, but
Yeah.
the low light's not bad.
Yeah, no, it's not bad at all.
You look like you have the longest torso,
I'm
bro.
just like super long here. This is what it is. But okay, guys, those are the webcam tests. Let's go ahead and wrap this video up real quick, shall we?
So here's the thing. Y'all have heard about 2 Chainz. Y'all hear about Flavor Flav with his giant, you know, clock, but y'all ain't never heard of Webcam Bros.
Webcam Bros right here. But yeah, I don't know why we're doing this, I'll be perfectly honest with you, but we decided to do this to basically say all these webcams are within margin of error. You guys in the comment section down below, we're gonna let you all decide which one you think is the winner. So comment down below which one you like the best. I do have a little bit of a lean towards the Aukey one because we've used it here a lot and in a lot of different situations it is great. But I would love to know if you're gonna pick up any of these webcams, let us know in the comment section down below, and also buy them using those affiliate links and link in the description down below. They do help us out.
So if you guys haven't already, don't forget to check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/toastybros where we might be using some of these webcams. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. If you guys want to see Toasty Bros content earlier than it actually uploads on YouTube, well, we're starting to upload that over on Floatplane. So link in the description down below, Floatplane, you can see some of our videos in the roughest of stages before it's finally produced and uploaded to YouTube. So you guys can see some stuff without any ad spots most of the time. And we'll try to get content up there as early as we can. So link down below, it's easy to sign up and it does help us out.
Unfiltered.
Unfiltered.
Naked.